All right, good evening, everybody. It's 5 o'clock. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Sean Callan.
Here.
Julie Chetney is absent. Tom Chiappa.
Here.
David Christofoli. Jim McKenzie's here. Kristen Northfleet is absent. Sean Unmock.
Here.
And Michael Pastella. Stand for the pledge, please. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so the first order of business is to appoint a district clerk pro tem. So can I have a motion, please, to approve Peter Colucci as the district clerk pro tem for the May 21st, 2024 regular Board of Education meeting? Thank you, David. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Sean. Any discussion? Having heard none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right, motion carries. Thank you for your help, Peter. Floor to the public. There is nobody who's signed up, so we're to acknowledgements with Tom Chiappa.
Come on now, open up. Are you ready, Mr. Bach? All right, we're going to start district-wide with the Oswego County Olympiad, where the over 80 student athletes and 22 helpers from Minetto, the middle school, and the high school traveled to Phoenix High School to compete in the annual Oswego County Olympiad. Each building had a special send-off for students to get the day started, including a Special Olympics law enforcement torch run from OMS to OHS. Thank you very much to law enforcement for that. And there are highlights, again, right there from the Olympiad, some pictures. And now we'll move over to Charles E. Riley. On May 14th, kindergarten held their annual Parents' Day. Students and staff, together with their parents, had the opportunity to create projects, enjoy snacks, and play games with one another. This event is always a bright spot for our kindergarten students, and the wonderful parent attendance made the day all that more memorable. We'd like to give praise to our amazing kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Haggerty, who won the Charles E. Riley prestigious Golden Goose Award. Faculty and staff nominate one another for this award as a way to lift one another up, build culture, and recognize the greatness in our building. Since its inception 10 weeks ago, other past recipients have included Shannon Wells, Kate McCroby, Stacy Devendorf, Nancy Fesky, Mackenzie Carr, and Jill Anzalone. Well done, everyone, and thanks for making our students' experiences at Riley amazing. Now we go over to Fitzhugh Park. At FPS, they held their annual Spring Carnival. The school community had a wonderful time, and it was a great fundraiser for our dedicated Homeschool Association. Thank you to all who supported and came out. It was a wonderful evening. They also celebrated the Fitzhugh Park School Leaders of the Month as they earned them for synergizing. Congratulations to all our student recipients. Over to Minetto. Our Minetto students performed for the residents of Bishop Commons. The performance included excerpts from our spring musical, Aladdin, and selected band music. The residents enjoyed the performance and were thankful for a visit from our students. And in that picture on the left, if you see the faces on those people from Bishop Commons, that's a great moment. So thank you very much. We go over to the middle school now for quarter 3 recognition. 2 students from each team that have perfect attendance, passing all classes, and no behavioral concerns. So our congratulations go out to Olivia Gamble, Owen DeGroff, Nate Chetney, Morgan Mills, Devontae Van Vorst, Kate Romanowski, Adriana Clunin, Caitlin Seidel, Kendall Ruggio, Len Lin, Ryan Bowman, and Yarlesha Carrasquillo Rodriguez. Middle school also held a career expo. Students from OMS recently had opportunities to explore careers in the healthcare field, armed forces, and public safety at City BOCES. Students had the opportunity to interact with experts in each field while learning about career opportunities, witness the latest advancements in technology, and participate in hands-on activities. And over at the high school, congratulations are in order to the OHS Envirothon team for taking home first place. Student members include Ian McKenzie, Michael Pastella, John Del Conte, Aaron O'Brien, and Elliot Newell. Michael, congratulations. And at the high school also, on Friday 17th, the Oswego High School juniors and seniors participated in a mock DWI. A huge thank you to the following for making this possible: Oswego County Stop DWI, Oswego Police Department, Oswego Fire Department, Mentor Ambulance Service, Sugar Funeral Home, the Honorable Judge Timothy Kerwin, Oswego County District Attorney Anthony DiMartino. And we'll end our tour of the district over at Frederick Layton. The staff at FLS recently celebrated Teacher Appreciation Week. The staff also held a Wacky Wednesday, in which staff switched roles for morning meetings. And finally, FLS participated in Earth Day cleanup and worked hard to clean up not only FLS, but the areas outside and around the building. So thank you to everyone who participated in all those events and all the great things going on within the district. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you, Tom. Next on the agenda is policies. So we have one policy here, so I'm asking for a motion to approve the first reading, waive the second reading, and adopt policy number 7521, students with life-threatening health conditions, as presented.
I'll move it.
Thank you, Sean. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Tom. Is there any discussion? Having heard none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Superintendent's report. Dr. Kilmer.
Thank you. I just wanted to thank all of our building HSAs for allowing Mr. Clucci and I to attend their meetings and talk with them about our proposed 24-25 budget. It's great to have opportunity to sit and talk with our parents and our community members. In addition, thank you to the Rotary Club for inviting us to one of their meetings to also present. And sticking with that, a big thank you out to the Oswego Sunrise Rotary and Pathfinder Bank for sponsoring the middle school Top 25 dinner that was held just this past Sunday. It was really an incredible event. From my understanding, it was the largest turnout that Ms. Fierro has ever seen. I think over 160 people were at Brady Manor, and it was really a wonderful event. And so thank you to those incredible partners. As we're settling into the final few weeks of the school year, there are a lot of pretty big events coming up. So just a couple of items for the board just to keep on your radar, please. Monday, June 3rd, is the high school top 100 ceremony. So that's always a wonderful ceremony. So please try to attend if you can. On Tuesday, June 4th, there's actually no classes at the high school. We've got an Algebra 1 Regents exam. For the next couple of years, we will have some new Regents exams in that first week of June, and so the high school will be closed on that day so we can administer that exam. On Monday, June 10th, the annual awards ceremony is up at the high school in the theater as well. June 12th is the last day of classes for the high school, and Regents exams start shortly thereafter. And June 25th is the last day of classes, K-8. And then of course, June 29th is our graduation ceremony. And I know we briefly spoke about it already. Tom mentioned that the Oswego High School Environment Club had won the county competition, but starting tomorrow, they move on to states. And so they will be competing in the state competition tomorrow and Thursday. I had the opportunity to hear their presentation last week, and they did just a fantastic job. So best of luck to you guys tomorrow. And thank you for representing Oswego so well.
Thank you, Dr. Kilmer. Next is committee. Do we have anything from audit, David?
No, we meet the 30th.
Okay. Facilities.
Just quickly, Dave, Sean, and I, Dr. Kilmer, we're have a cadence of every 2 weeks where we're meeting with King & King Architects. So we have some site plans that we continue, site schematics that we continue to review as we move forward, phase 4, and what's going to be included in that. And a lot of focus, and Dr. Kilmer will be meeting with building administrators and teachers to get some input on the playground for Layton, and then also making sure that we're in a good timeline for this summer on or before July 1st to get some movement and completion through the summer months for the Minetto School playground. So that's been our focus, but good progression and conversations for our strategic planning and going into phase 4.
Great. Thank you. Sean, anything for community relations? Nope, we're good. All right, so next on the agenda is the consent agenda. So I'm going to group this together as we typically do. So if I can get a motion, please, for items A through I.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, David. Is there a second?
Second it.
Thank you, Sean. Is there any discussion on A through I? Having heard none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is there anybody opposed? Okay, motion carries. Next up, we have personnel. Mr. Syracuse.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to group everything together as well under personnel, so items A through L as presented.
Excellent. So if I can have a motion for A through L, please.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Tom. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, David. Is there any discussion on A through L? Okay, having heard none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Is there anybody opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have finance. Mr. Colucci.
Okay, under finance, we are presenting A and B as donations.
Okay, so if I can, a motion for A and B, please.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Tom. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Sean. Is there any discussion?
I'd just like to say thank you again for all the people who make donations to the school. It's greatly appreciated.
Okay, anybody else? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, motion carries.
Next, all but one, C through G as presented.
Okay, so if I can have a motion for C through G, please.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, David. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Tom. Any discussion? Okay, having heard none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Is there anybody opposed? Okay, motion carries.
And finally, H, the establishment of the Acoustic, Mega Jam, and Mike Place Scholarship.
Okay, can I get a motion for H, please?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Tom. Is there a second?
A second.
Thank you, Sean. Any discussion? Okay, having heard none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Student Representative, Michael.
Thank you. So on Saturday, the high school had prom and the corresponding post-prom party, and so over 200 people attended prom and over 70 attended the post-prom party, and we're just looking forward to the many overall celebrations and things that are coming up at the high school. So thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Any items from the board? Doesn't look like it. All right. So there is a need for executive session this evening. The purpose is the medical, financial, credit, or employment history of a particular person or corporation. There will not be a need for a vote afterwards. So if I can have a motion to move to executive, please.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, David. Is there a second? Thank you, Sean. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening.